I'm less. I'm liquid for no less than 20K right now. Sue me. Let's go. Pull all your info into the court system. 20K liquidity mersh. Which is weird, right? Because if you're a dude with all that money, why are you running GoFundMes for cats? Like, I'm trying to put myself in the mind of a guy that's got a very small cock like Mersh, who sees on the internet just just anger, the corporeal form of anger, because some dude talked about his tiny little cock, and he's out there running around stealing cats from people. Like, this is his life. He gets angry on the internet at a dude that's dying, and then he steals cats from people and asks for money for doing it. It's pretty brazen. I mean, I've heard of hustle and grift before, but I've never heard of a dude that steals fucking neighborhood cats and then tries to get people to pay him for it. There's probably like, can you imagine all the crying little kids in this neighborhood as he corrals up their fucking animals and then GoFundMe raises for them? I don't know what he does with them afterwards. What he needs to, how much is this amount? $700 was originally like $1,500, but he's liquid for 20K. He's liquid for 20K, folks. But see, this is what's funny to me. So he gets very angry. What's his last his Rorschach thing? Very upset about the penis thing. And then I swear to God, it's like divine comedy. It's like the hand of God reached down from the heavens above and just thought it would be funny to do this. So there's Mersh talking about wishing me death and how I choke on it and the morphine doesn't help and I'm going to suffer. And then a day or two later, what happens? He has a horse seizure.
Andy December says he did it. It fucking work. All right, he needs to be. That was fucked up.
Was that a little fucked up? I think you just made horse noises, my dude. What the fuck was that? Like, bro, I got cancer and I've had multiple heart attacks, and I've never sounded like a horse once. There's never been one occasion where the cardiologist or the oncologist walked up to me and said, hey, Jim, why are you sounding like a horse? What the fuck was that? What was that? Are you speaking in tongues? Did the Holy Spirit enter you? Was your wrath so remarkable that you're speaking like the Babylonians? Let me see if I can. Let's replay that. Let's replay that. We're gonna replay that. We're gonna look for the exact moment the horse seizure kicks in.
Andy December says he.
Oh, it's coming. His body's about to fail him.
He did it. It fucking work. All right, he needs to be.
Here he comes. That's the moment right there. Lights out. Glass Joe here has been knocked out by a vape pen. That's why he never went into boxing. No wonder he avoided that fight with Baked Alaska. Apparently inhaling is enough to drop his ass in round one. It's either a horse or a Native American. Like, he's trying to do like an Indian impression, a very racist one, by the way. Is that a horse noise or a rain dance? Is he praying for rain? Does his crops need water? And down he goes. And down he goes. Our little horse, our stallion. Oh, he's never going to win that derby. Now, if you look very closely, you can see his googly eyes. I swear to God. I swear to you. You can see his googly eyes behind his glasses have gone Mr. Potato Head. And they are going in directions and bugging out in an amount that shouldn't even be humanly possible. But this is a look of pure terror. He has lost complete control of his body. His Native American rain dance has failed. The horse noises have escaped him. He's possessed by something. And he is he's terrified. Where am I? What's going on?
That was fucked up.
Oh, that is funny as shit. So there you are. You're Mersh. Oh, good old fuck up Mersh. Lovably fuckable uppable Mersh. and you do a tirade about some dude on the internet who talked about your dick 2 years ago, wishing him death and suffering, and then a day later, you're having horse seizures live on the air. I don't know. I'd call that karmic. I call that, it's a little bit karmic, wouldn't you? Chad, am I wrong on this? Did he go Rama Rama? Was that what happened here? Oh, it's a possibility. Maybe he went Rama Rama on us. I don't know. God damn. That's, you know what? I'm not even going to say that's related to me. I'm going to say that's like Gaia. That's Mother Earth punishing him for stealing her children. He's stolen so many cats, the spirit of nature itself reached up and made him make animal noises. And it's going to keep happening, Mersh. It's not going to stop. Every animal you steal, you're going to have more and more horse seizures. Next thing you know, Royce is going to be feeding you carrots. They're going to put a saddle on your fat ass back and ride you around the property. You're not going to know what's going on because your brain's going to be destroyed by the horse seizures. Stop stealing cats. You're making children cry. Oh, just like you're going to be crying. Let's be honest. Royce is a big guy, Mersh. Like, if he gets on your back, if he saddles up, shit's going to get broken. And you don't want that. You already got brain damage from horse seizures. Oh, I hope he does more. Like, I hope he has more, like, of these villain speeches. We've got Rorschach, Cobra Commander, some Destro, I don't know, fucking Megatron. Just pick something, man, and do it, because I'm curious what's going to happen to you, like, 2 days later. So we got Rorschach turns into horse seizure. What does Megatron make you bark like a dog? You're going to start making parrot noises if you act like Starscream? Like, where's this going? This is interesting to me. You've got my attention. For the first time in your shitty internet career of boring streams, you've done something entertaining. Mark that on a calendar. Call it a holiday. Celebrate it. Oh. Let's see. What else do we have here, Chad? We talked a little bit about JF. Talked a little bit about the Hunter Avalon shenanigans. A little bit about Destiny. Wayne Lambright out there in the desert sucking dicks. Mersh making horse noises, of course. Oh, there's a little bit of Boogie. Now, I know. Boogie's doing what is the Lol Cow podcast with Wings. Had a documentary come out and then one on a finance channel. I think Kino Casino actually covered that this evening about his audit that was done. Some dude does like audits for people, and Boogie got on there somehow. Everything's just gone tits up for him. I don't know. All I know is I did watch that because that video got passed around, and I'm fairly certain somewhere in there, and I'm almost certain in the documentary too, he tried to convince people that Magic the Gathering cards were like a good commodity, a good asset to hold on to, a good store of value. Like maybe if this dude's sitting on 50 Black Lotuses, some dual lands and shit. But I don't think that's what he's got. Tarmogoyfs maybe? Are those still worth any money? I don't fucking know. I don't know any of this nerd shit. Oh, hold on, Chad. Oh, do we have visitors again? 1 sec. Okay, well, tell them I said hello. Okay, chat. We're getting a visit, apparently. Apparently the cops are going to swing by. Somebody got a little bit mad. It's your guess who it is. Now, I'm going to guess it's not Boogie because we just started talking about Boogie. So it wouldn't be fair to say it's Boogie. Can't say it's Boogie. Boogie may be many things, but that's not one of the things that I'm going to say it's probably not Destiny either. I doubt it's JF. He's probably skulking through the Canadian wilderness right now. So it limits down the possibilities at ting-a-ting-a-ting of who might have been calling the police. I don't know. It's a mystery. I like how they call ahead now. Like, yeah, man, they said you're going to do crazy shit or something? I don't know. I go, what is crazy shit? I don't know, man. Can we get some hats? Can we get some hats, please? I've always got hats for law enforcement. I know what my boys like. Out there on the mean streets. They need good head coverings. Oh, see, I lost my train of thought. I had a whole Boogie thing. I was going to talk about Boogie. Oh, well, whatever. Boogie's made some bad life decisions. Doesn't have really any money left over. I think in the documentary, he said he spent like $200,000 on hookers, which is mind blowing. Fucking mind blowing. $200,000 on hookers? Why? Why would you ever spend that kind of? That's a house. What the fuck were you thinking? Like if he's a big kind of fat dude, so if he's like, oh, I bought a bunch of cake and Mountain Dew, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But whores? $200,000 on whores? What were you thinking? Rhythm of my show's been thrown off. Luckily, I'm all fucked up on goofballs, so I don't really give a shit. Now, we have a hell of a segment tonight. Something extra special. This is probably going to take an hour. Should we do a little break before then? I mean, if the cops are going to show up, I might as well just say hello. Let me see here. Let me see. We could do a break, and then we can get, what are we going to talk about? I hear chat asking with exuberance. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about are those amazing hats that the police are probably going to want when they show up. But you can get them at metokur.myshopify.com. Or you can use the donation links in the bottom in the description under the video. And I'll figure a way to read those to you because Susan can't stop me there. But aside from that, what are we going to talk about after we get back from the break, Jim? I hear you asking excitedly. Well, we're going to talk about a psychopath who hates Halloween decorations. A literal lunatic. You can see his little mask there. I get the edgiest boys, don't I? You've got Mersh giving Rorschach speeches like a villain out of a shitty comic book, and you've got this dude dressing up as a shitty comic book villain. Jim died. Hope to God I'm not at your driveway, Jim. Oh, it's King of Pole. Oh, and probably one of the biggest spaz outs I've seen in a long time. And it's a doozy. There's a lot of shit to go over. You're going to watch a man literally melt down over Halloween decorations. I know it sounds, how is that possible? How can somebody freak the fuck out over Halloween decorations? He found a way. He found a way, and we're going to cover it. When I come back, we're going to do a little break. Going to do a little break. I've got a little break thing to play. Let's just call it 5 minutes, and we'll get right back into it, Chad. So go grab a drink, vomit, bleach your eyes or something. Try to forget about the Crisco fisting. Maybe have a good giggle about the Rorschach speech. I don't know. And it was about King of Pole, who presented himself as a hardcore red-pilled right-winger, desperately wanting to suck some dick. What is it with all the people that seem to hate me so much, liking sucking cock? I don't know what it is, but there's like a common theme with it. I couldn't tell you. But anyway, he liked a certain married man named Danny. Wanted to gargle his balls. Got very upset that I played that audio, and now has declared me a blood enemy for the rest of his life. So there I am, just minding my own business. When I put this up, this is ahead of Halloween, by the way. Our neighbors have purchased a 20-foot-tall skeleton they're already rigging up, which has triggered my autism, and now I feel like I'm in some National Lampoon's movie as I try to one-up them. I'm still waiting on the witches, their cauldron and dry ice and LEDs and the zombie corpses. We are the only idiots on the block doing this shit this early. Laugh my fucking ass off. True, by the way. Absolutely true. The neighbor always tries to shame me. I don't know what it is. We have this weird competitive shit going on. Any kind of holiday where you put out decorations. And they just blew my ass out of the water. Cute little inflatables there. What do you think of my 20-foot fucking tall Dark Souls skeleton, asshole? Just completely fucking shitter-shattered me. So I had to rush out there and make sure this was all set up. Now, I don't know what it is about Halloween. I don't know why a man who is so in love with sucking penis would be so angry about a guy setting up Halloween decorations. But this was like the final straw. King of Pole emerges from the darkness of the yesteryears of the internet. Emerging from that hashtag Gamergate. Screaming about ethics and game journalism. And just goes nuclear. Again, everything you're about to see, all this entire sequence of events, all started off because my neighbor had a really cool looking Halloween skeleton and I wanted to compete with them. Just keep that in mind. This is late September, not even in October, okay? So everything that's about to happen happens because of fucking Halloween decorations. Never forget that. Let's begin. He was going by the handle King of Paul, the exceptional detective. Clearly, he needs a wheelchair and is totally dying, guys. That's how he's able to spend hours in his yard hanging shit up on ladders and walking roofs to hang lights. Totally a dead man here. Now, I'm just going to pull this back up. Just, fuck it. Let me see if I can actually adjust. Can I adjust this? Oh, it's not going to let me adjust this, is it? Well, maybe if I do that. It's not going to let me. You can probably pick it up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You'll notice the lights are staked into the ground, and the other lights are in the, I don't even know what you call it, the fascia. It's hanging from the overhang from the gutters, which you could literally put your hand up and touch them. You could touch them by raising your hand. But somehow this is translated for King of Pole into people doing somersaults on the rooftop like some kind of fucking carnival. But if you kept watching it, it's right after him and Sasuke have their gay relationship blossom into a full-on sexual one. They start hanging lights with their special jutsus. Apparently Pole has figured that out. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this writing. Finally, to rub salt in the wound, you force your wall-hitting childless, utterly in fucking debt, overworked 2 jobs, having wife to watch a video where you and this VTuber fall in love and have sex. And then it's at Metokur. I hope to God you burn in hell, bro. What an asshole. Wow, lol. I don't know. Seems like a slight overreaction to hanging up some fucking Halloween lights. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of the loop here. When did Halloween become such a serious holiday? There's so much misinformation in this. It's almost impressive. The whole burn in hell thing, it's like a common theme. Mersh did that too. So where do I even start with this? Well, let's start with the average mortgage of $2,500 a month, $335,000 home. You could tell Pole is exceptionally retarded. It should have been exceptional retard, not exceptional detective. Maybe the mystery is where he got his education. The valuation of the home, it's not like a sliding scale, Pole. When I bought the house was not $335,000. The mortgage would be calculated based on the value at the time of purchase. But somehow, he looks up the value of the home and he's like, oh, that's what it says on Zillow, which, why would you ever listen to that in this economy? But nonetheless, and it comes up with $2,500. And I like the working 2 jobs, somersaulting on the rooftops. And I don't know if anybody watched that last stream, but I better apologize for looking up Pippa Pipkin's feet pictures and nudes live on air because I'm in love with her. And then what did he say? What the fuck was the last part? Oh, and then watched a video where we fell in love with each other. I have to express my love right now. Chat. Pippa, if you're watching, we can't ever let my wife know that our love exists because of your feet pictures and nudes that I watched live on a YouTube stream because YouTube is so forgiving about watching nudity on its fucking platform. Now you think, okay, well that's kind of spazzing out a little bit. Surely he's done by now. Oh, it's not even close. Not even close. Did you see, this is a person he's responding to, did you see the Halloween decoration fight with his neighbor? Oh yeah. The fucking guy was on his roof hanging up lights and shit while telling fans he's crippled and needs a fucking ramp. Either he just lied and stole over $100,000 in donations, or once again, he had an idea and forced Jade after working 50 hours a week to get her Asian ass up there and start working like a rice field, Lamau. He's an piece of shit no matter how you slice it. Now, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but beep beep. Apparently I'm pulling in $100,000 in donations on streams. I didn't know that. 100,000, 100 grand. Could we call me Mr. Monopoly? Fuck Mr. Metokur. Chat, from now on I'm Mr. Monopoly. We're a bit of ways from that goal this stream, chat. I'm looking at Ko-Fi and Cash App. Where's my $100,000? If you don't give me, how short am I of $100,000 in donations right now? Oh, $99,900 short. Chat, if you don't give me $100,000, I'm going to force my wife to somersault on my rooftop. It's a bit slippery out there right now, but it's going to happen. I'm going to force her ass on up there. I don't even give a shit. Then I'm going to go look at VTuber feet pics because nobody can stop me. Yeah, it's a typical Jim story. More questions than answers. Hot take. What if he is dying and that last stream was just to raise the money to pay off the house in full? Did I bully Jim into doing some real shit for her? LOL? Well, probably not, because you started spazzing out after the stream. I don't, you see, you're all, it's a concept of like linear time fucks with his head too. Not good at math, not good at linear time. Did my freaking out on Twitter travel back in time in its DeLorean and make him do that stream? Probably not. King of Pole when he can make Medicare go on a week-long sprig out wearing his torn and battered cool indifference mask to his hug box of mentally ill personal ass lickers on a pedo forum with one post. To which he responds, I'm going to make him so mad he's going to, this is funny by the way, you'll understand why later. I'm going to make him so mad he's going to keep posting more pictures of his entire life. Question, he raised over $100,000 for a fucking wheelchair ramp, multiple in and around his house? Where's the photo of them? Where did I raise $100,000? Where have I ever come close to raising $100,000? It's pure schizophrenia. It's voices in the wall. Paul, there are people living in your walls right now. $100,000. Wow. I fucking wish. Pay pig mentality is mental illness. The idea of worshiping YouTubers to a degree of pseudo-masochistic levels is surreal. I fundamentally believe people like this guy here and the majority of pay pig psychology should do something, should be something sociologists and analytical people with time look into. Possibly a deep dive iceberg video on where this phenomenon of mega levels of unhealthy simpery worship comes from. It has got such a wild point that the pay pig community that we now see content creators such as the Paul Bros, Sneeko, Destiny, Mr. Metokur, and many other large e-celebs promote or suggest cuckoldry ideals is based. Well, yeah, I'm well known for cuck life. Whether it's unhealthy obsession with VTubers, essentially otherkins, or people who believe they are anime characters or anime personas and not real people to an audience, or full-blown letting their wives get railed by other men, i.e. Destiny and Sneeko and Mr. Metokur, letting Jake getting fucked because he is too unhealthy to perform. Overall, I genuinely believe that pay pigs and the more degenerate, cuckold masochist people who want to be homeless for their internet gods deserve a video of in-depth study and more. This guy's a prime example of the support on this overall. Thanks, Big Dad, you cuck. That response is because somebody's saying, you're kind of spazzing out a little bit there, buddy. You're having a little bit of a meltdown over a dude. Again, I really can't emphasize this enough. Who hung up some fucking Halloween lights? We're in week 1 of a fucking meltdown over Halloween lights, and it keeps. Look at this. This is an essay. This nigger wrote an essay about Halloween lights. What the fuck is this? It's the text is a little small for me. Let me pull this up from the folder itself so I can read this properly. I don't want to mispronounce any of this art. Okay. Chapter 1 of War and Peace of Internet Spurgery, written by the exceptional detective. I'll treat Jim like an equal human being and mock him to death if I have to pay pig. He deserves no praise or worship. When he actually created things, they were okay at best and insightful or mostly autistic and degenerate at worst. This man's last words to me were in a call where I'm an asshole and I'll always be one. I actually don't know what the last thing I ever said to him was, but it could very well be that. So what makes you believe a man who founded the idea of covering extremely mentally ill people in a pathetic, dehumanized light is worthy of such kindness or praise? Uh-oh, here comes the concern trolling. Did the video on Terry Davis bring awareness and support to schizophrenia, or help Terry, or did he die by a train after Kiwi Farms and fans of Jim's became obsessed with fucking with a mentally ill man to death? Well, we all know that Josh Moon and I were in that caboose. We were on that train, hunting Terry down for shits and giggles. Was Jim's first internet insanity video on a Florida airline pilot losing his mind insightful or helpful to the man? Or was it to mock a guy slipping into actual madness uncontrollably by his own actions? Was his video on transgender bottom surgery transformative to you? When he showed you the literal gore and said, lol? Now, that's a weird one to throw in, right? And I just want you, again, to keep in mind, freakout starts because of Halloween decorations. He said he's gonna make me mad, and now he's talking about transgender bottom surgeries and seems to be upset about that video. Just keep that little nugget in the back of your head for what's about to play out. Has he supported charities that help against anything he's ever mocked or shown to people who then target and become obsessed with his video subject? Has he been told to people to ever to fuck or say has be told people, god damn, ever not to fuck with the people he covers? The answer is no. When he covered Kino Casino, or when he covered Kiro the Wolf and the Zoo Sadist, was it Kiwi Farms or Cancer Man that immediately wanted to see these people in prison or find justice? It was Kiwi Farms. yeah, no, I was a big fan of Kiro the Wolf. I think we all know I love the Zoo Sadist. The closest video that I can think of that was informative, transformative, and gave a stark reality to something we should all get behind and push against was the death of internet by 3 factors. 1 video out of 100. That's it. Jim, by just factual data alone, did nothing more than make shit worse or create apathetic nihilism to an already growing degenerate problem. And do you know what he did? When he got too bothered by it, tuck tail ran and sell out to convince people like you that he deserves your entire rent and grocery money because God punished him. He's such an asshole, he's leaving his own wife. I guess I'm leaving my wife. He's leaving his own wife after she got with him at age 22, now 30, with no children, and past her prime. Meaning her line dies with her. And with millions of dollars in actual medical debt due to the marriage following a house that's not even paid off. He couldn't even provide the one who loves him with something to cherish. No. Jim does not deserve anyone to treat him with kid gloves, and he should never be allowed to ask for sympathy. Get some self-respect and stop the madness, pay pig. Again, I would just like to reiterate, the insanity that you're listening to, the lunacy that is flowing through this schizophrenic's mouth, is because of Halloween decorations, inflatable ghosts, and Halloween lights. Now you might be thinking, God damn, he really is taking this shit seriously. Does he spurg out like this on every holiday? Yes, he does. Literally, he does. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy the food, liquor, and fireworks and parades. And his response to that is, so you faked your cancer for donations. So you faked your cancer for donations. Amazing. Well, now I can see why he's called a detective. Now, Paul went on and on about the wheelchair. Wheelchair ramps, walkers, railings, that kind of stuff. So I thought, it's important. He wants proof. So I ordered up some proof. I ordered some proof that I thought I could display out in the front yard since he loves Halloween decorations so much. It's a little inflatable wheelchair there. I'm sure he could appreciate it. And yes, I actually did buy that. Yes, I actually did set that up. See him there, sitting on the left-hand side. There's Paul's wheelchair. He did not take that well. Now you might be wondering, God, that's a lot of Halloween shit. How'd you afford that? Well, as he was freaking out about Halloween decorations, I ran a store special with the promo code CryinBrian, and I made a decent amount of money from it. So I got some Halloween decorations, like the Halloween inflatable wheelchair, just for Paul. But I had some left over, so I thought, you know what? I love Halloween. I think it's fun. And since this crazy schizophrenic homosexual cowboy on Twitter is melting down over it, I'll use the extra money I made from him spazzing out and the CryinBrian promo code to hold a little raffle. So all the kids that came up to my house during Halloween, literal raffle with actual prizes. So they got candy and shit. But then we gave away stuff like little claw machines, bubble guns, RC cars, a couple video games, stuffed animals, Lego sets, cute shit like that. Kids really liked it. So I literally turned his insane schizophrenia into a little neighborhood celebration. Took a little bit of that internet darkness from a crazy cowboy on Twitter and let the kids have a good time. It's pretty great. Now, of course, they're unaware. I'm not going to tell some little kid, here's an RC car, you can thank the insane homosexual on Twitter for it. But nonetheless, they enjoyed it. It's a good time. Now, much like Mersh, who went on his Rorschach spiel and then had a horse seizure, Paul started freaking out and went on for about a week and a half screaming about Halloween decorations. And then what do you think happened, chat? Oh, God, should we do a poll? Should we do a poll on poll? Let's do a poll on poll before I show you the twists and turns this takes. Let's do a poll. What happens next? Oh, what are our choices? Okay, we'll go with those. Throw that up there. I'm going to give you guys a minute. I know the choices are, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Here he is, spazzing out. What are the points that he's brought up? I mean, if we're going to go over them while you're all voting. It's, I treat my wife badly. I'm mean to transsexual people. I'm a liar. And I get mad on the internet. That's everything he had to say. Kind of summed up, the essence of it. Again, treat my wife badly. I'm mean to transsexual people. I get mad on the internet. And I'm a liar. So, as a guy who he's just spent 2 weeks harping on that, what would be the possibly funniest thing that could happen next? What do you think could happen next to somebody that just went on tirades talking about other people's relationships and the sanctity of marriage and tranny bottom surgery? If you said he got caught cheating with a tranny, ding, 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 you're correct. Brian Dunn, a.k.a. King of Pole Outlines, has allegedly been cheating on his pregnant wife with a Discord e-girl named Daisy, who is registered on Kiwi Farms as Olive Oil. Dunn claims to have cucked Dark Ninja, who posted the now private video in revenge. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh, God, I don't feel so good right now. No, I don't feel so good right now. Having an affair? How could you, Bull? What about the sanctity of marriage? Update. Dark Ninja has now contacted Brian Dunn's wife to let her know about his infidelity after he bragged about cucking Dark Ninja with a Discord e-girl who quit Kiwi Farms. Uh-oh! No! You mean Brian, I like to suck dick Dunn, got busted hitting on people on Discord for the 80th fucking time? And this time it involves a cabal of trannies? Wow, weird. It's like everything that he just went through over a 2-week course bitching about Halloween decorations really was just projection of his own personal relationship with his wife. Uh-oh. Now, I don't know who Dark Ninja is, but apparently Pole was big mad about it because he threatened to drive down or fly down. He was going to come get revenge. How dare you out me for trying to get some dick? How dare you out me for that, sir? Oh, he melted down. And we're going to take a look at this meltdown. And when I say he melted down, I mean it. Just take a look at some of the choice quotes here. He got a little bit angry. He got a tiny bit upset. Wowie zowie. That's right, Chad. A little bit upset. He got a little bit mad. A little bit mad. Oh. I don't mean to gloat or anything, but this has been kind of funny so far. We got Mersh giving a Rorschach speech and then having a horse seizure. Wayne Lambright talking boatloads of shit, and then now he's got to suck an old man's penis to pay his rent. And there's Gigapole talking about my wife doing somersaults on the roof and how I'm a terrible husband. And he's out there sucking troon dick. Feeling a little bit good over here. Looks like the dying guy's getting the last laugh. Oh, they may put me in the dirt pole, but I'll go down laughing. You'll hear it echoing in that hole as they pile the dirt on top. Look how mad. Look, he is legitimately angry. Legitimately mad. And I don't want you to, think that I'm just pulling this all out of my ass, by the way. These are all archived. All the crazy shit he went on, this all kind of comes to a head. And we're going to get to that. All of that is archived. Now, you might be wondering why. Well, a couple of things happen. First, the information breaks that he's trying to hit on these different e-girls through Discord. Then it turns out that some of these e-girls are e-guys. A little bit of a tranny town thing going on. He's troon chasing. He's got a hungering for some dick. Okay? He wants to swallow some man eggs. A little mayonnaise afterwards. At least he can listen to my bop and beat that I played earlier during the break. What was it? Welcome to the Cum Zone. You can listen to that while he's doing it. You're welcome, Paul. It's free. It's free because I didn't make it. But so he's out there. He's doing all this, and then video comes out, and the video is a 3.5 hour conversation of him. Okay, let me just ask you, chat, for anybody that's in a relationship, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, husband, or a wife, how would you react if you found out that they left the home at 3 in the morning and went and parked somewhere in the middle of nowhere to have a conversation with somebody they'd been flirting with online privately for 3 hours in the early morning, like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.? But they left the house to do this because they didn't want you to hear them. Would you think it's suspect? Would you trust your significant other if they snuck out of the house to go have a talk with a tranny on Discord and drop lines like, I want to teach you how to give a hand job with your mouth? Would you be feeling confident, or would you pretty much suspect that they're up to no good? They're a trifling ass motherfucker. I'm looking at chat. They're beyond pissed. I don't blame you. I'd be mad too. So this audio comes out. More audio comes out. Paul starts spurging out on different YouTube videos. He's freaking out on Twitter, yelling at this ninja Naruto guy, whoever the fuck he is. Very upset. Very mad. And then Godwinson decides to do a Holocaust stream where he puts Paul into an oven, which is ironic. King of Paul getting put into an oven, but he did. And during that conversation, remember, because the allegation from all this stuff getting leaked was Paul was cheating on his wife, or attempting to, Godwinson drops a little nugget and says, essentially, that Paul fucked a coworker as well, and that Godwinson helped him come up with a good lie to make his wife believe nothing happened. Now, I don't know the whole story to this, and Godwinson could have pulled it straight out of his ass, but this is what made Paul finally completely lose his shit. After that Godwinson stream, Paul had the meltdown to end all meltdowns. And I'm going to show you some of it, because he directed it at me. Again, I can only reiterate before you see the absolute lunacy that this guy got up to. This all started because I put up Halloween lights. Okay, just keep it in mind. Halloween lights. Let's begin. This is, you got to read bottom to top here, but this is me responding to something that somebody had said. Now, somebody just messaged him and said, don't get distracted. First take down Gator, then you can move on to Jem. My advice is dress up like a deer and shag his sister. Making a little joke about Gator. Now, there's nothing, like this guy didn't say anything that bad. And Paul is so infuriated at this point, so angry and lashing out at everyone. He responds, fuck off or I'll dox you, moron. And my response, I'll dox everyone, fucking everyone. Throw a straight set against the wall, shit's diapers. Now, here we go. This is Paul responding, and I have Jade's vet hospital address and phone number, Cancer. It'll be wild when I start complaining she killed animals or some shit, huh? What the fuck you gonna do? Cry? I sat for a minute trying to puzzle out what the fuck this even means. Does he mean like he thinks she works at a veterinarian hospital? Or like he just picked a random vet hospital and he's going to call up and be like, hey, there's this Asian girl and she eats puppies. Like, what was the game plan? I don't fucking know. But he's starting a little angry. I responded, laugh my fucking ass off. It's going to be as funny as when I flag down your payment processor too, huh? Oops, sorry, bro. Laugh my ass off, I guess. So now he's just threatening to dox random people. He's going to call up random veterinarian hospitals and tell them that my wife eats dogs. and then he's gonna flag down my payment processor. But then he gets even more mad. No, you fucking pussy, you don't get to cry victim now. Me crying victim, by the way, is saying laugh my ass off. You don't get to cry victim now. I'm gonna ruin your fucking cancer life, Jim, tomorrow. I promise you I'm doing anything I can to get your shit taken down and making sure to talk any fucking family member I can. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Post about it? Lol. Lamau. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen when you guys ran gay ops and fucked with my family? And my career this much over my shit posting, huh? You stupid fucking pussy. I'm going to shove your lollipop dolls down your fucking throat if I'm able to, Jim. I never cheated on my wife. It's bullshit lies and misrepresentation of events that led all to this happening. You better hope to God I feel like stopping, Jim. It's a lot to take in there. I hope he doesn't shove my precious lolicon dolls down my throat. That would be, and this is all because of my gay ops. My gay ops. I hung up Halloween decorations. This is the dude that got caught having a 3.5 hour conversation about sucking Troon dick. But somehow that was a gay op I'm behind, I guess. But this is my favorite. This might be the greatest thing I've ever had somebody say angrily to me before. Now somebody had said to him, "Hold up, I have no idea how this started. I've been seeing your posts on my timeline. Are you saying Mr. Metokur called your job and said those things about you?" By the way, no, I didn't. But this is his response. Fuck off, you moron, and read the room. I'm saying I'm going to fucking ruin people's lives and do everything that's legal in my power to make them miserable as possible. I'm going to do everything these fucking people did to me, whether it be lying, fucking with their families, their money. I literally don't care anymore and have nothing to lose anymore. If I have to take the weekend to drive 9 hours to Jim's house and repo his fucking wheelchair, I will. If I have to drive 13 hours to North Carolina and put up pictures of Gator on his post leaks all over the town, I will. I will do everything they did to me. I don't care anymore. That is the most magnificent assert I've ever read. I'm going to drive 9 hours to where Jim lives, and I'm going to steal his wheelchair. Oh. Now, I had to take this seriously, of course. Not my precious wheelchair. I thought, how can I deter him? How can I stop this crazy schizophrenic maniac from stealing my precious wheelchair? So I devised a cunning plan, an alarm system, a device that will ward off the homosexuals. A nice little piece of paper. As you can see, it clearly states heterosexual, no fags allowed, and in parentheses, in case he was confused, sorry, King of Pole. Foolproof. Got him. Bazinga! How's he going to stop it? He may try to come repo my wheelchair, but it's not happening, Chad. The heterosexual sign will stop him dead in his tracks. Of course, speaking of dead, here he is saying that he's going to go out shooting. Holy shit. Now, after this happened, and he had his complete fucking meltdown, he deleted his Twitter account. And then deleted, or pretended to delete, his Discord account. But he got caught in 4K. Because even though he had deleted his social media accounts, he started going on to image boards and tried to defend himself in the third person. The only problem is he got caught because he's an idiot. And he didn't change the names in a way that would have made it look like a different person. Kind of fucking embarrassing. And you'd be thinking there's no way that he's that stupid. I mean, you have to be dumb as fuck to do that. How do you get caught like that? Well, if you're King of Pole, it's something you're used to. Now, I want to make sure that I read this word for word, because what you're looking at is a screen cap that's just magnificent. This is from Kiwi Farms. What you're going to notice on the left-hand side, it says Brian Dunn, that's King of Pole. But originally it didn't. See, this was a fake account called Fedora Man. Now, Pole would go onto image boards or he'd go onto forums, and he'd pretend to be anonymous accounts or other people and defend himself. Only the problem is he got caught. And when he got caught, they made sure to put his name on every account he got caught on. So I just want to give you an idea, kind of like that cow image cap that you just saw. This is King of Pole trying that same shit on Kiwi Farms. Holy shit, I am not King of Pole. I just like that he shits on DSP, and I have yet to see anything even remotely cow-like other than his GG shit 3 years ago. I'm down to shit on a cow all day, but I don't see what you all are seeing at all. All I do is shit on Phil in the cow thread and shit post on Freedom Chat. Hey, I'm not King of Pole or nothing. I don't think he's a cow at all. Hey guys, I think King of Pole's pretty cool. I think he's a pretty awesome guy. I don't know why you all are making fun of this sexy gentleman with a big penis and a high IQ who has amazing political takes and doesn't ever embarrass himself on the internet. You can call me Fedora Man. I am not King. Yeah, he got busted pretty quick. That dude has like 185,000 sock accounts. It's something he does frequently, quite frequently. Now, another interesting thing to note, something I don't think anybody else picked up on, but I'm going to bring it up now that everything's passed and the event's over with. Let me see if I can find the original picture where he gets just ass mad. he's gonna kill everyone. Now, Paul, when he went into his tirade, right, started going about. He was saying that he was going to go internationally and cross state borders. He was going to kill people, shoot them, slit their throat. He was going to come after Godwinson. He's going to go after Gator. He's coming after me. He's going to kill everybody. And this is also the same idiot that posts pictures of himself in Discord showing off his shotguns and his gun collection. So if you want to know why King of Pole deleted all his social media accounts and fucked off after that, it's because he didn't want to get red flagged. Because you can't really be a gun owner in a state where he lives and start making threats, actionable death threats against people, and think that there's going to be like no repercussions. And I think he sobered up in the morning and realized, oh fuck, there's pictures of me screaming, holding a shotgun, saying I'm going to murder people, and that's probably going to turn out really badly for me. Maybe saying that I was going to fly to England to kill somebody, or that I was going to go out shooting might not have been the smartest thing to do. Oops. Oopsie. Oh, oopsie. What a dumb fucker. Yeah, he was really mad at Godwinson. What was the one he said to him? I'm going to come to London. It's really hard because he's so drunk. I'm going to come to London and I'm going to skit your fucking throat, you sack of shit. I'm going to kill you, Adam. I mean, that's pretty fucking straightforward. Uh-oh. Oh, somebody's been a naughty boy. Somebody's out there doing naughty things. I'm sure his wife, who just had to deal with learning that he wants to suck Troon dick, I'm sure she's loving it. Nothing like having a husband that embarrasses you by cheating on you with a coworker and then talks to Discord thoughts, whether they're e-girls or e-guys, and then decides he's going to go on a shooting spree or something and spazzes out on Twitter for 5.5 hours straight. And then fakes his death. I forgot to grab screen caps of this. He did fake his death. He put up, do you remember Kurt Eichenwald? Is that what his name was? Where it was him posting, but he said, this is Kurt's wife. He's having a seizure right now. I'm coming after you, or something to that effect. Paul did the same thing. He put up this YouTube thing, this YouTube commentary, where he said that King of Pole passed away sweetly into that good night. But because he's the world's biggest idiot, and I really want to emphasize how stupid he is, this is the same guy that, again, got caught on cow, got caught on Kiwi Farms. He's very dumb. So he tells everybody on his community page that he's dead, that it's a friend of the family and he's dead. And then forgets that he has like activity alerts on for his gaming accounts. So like 10 minutes after he posts that he's dead, he's suddenly on Xbox Live playing video games. He's watching Netflix. Like all his internet activity is being fed to people that know him through those weird social app plugins and shit. And he's completely fucking oblivious to it. So he faked his suicide and it lasted literally 10 minutes. What a dumbass. So this man essentially just kind of destroyed himself. And again, it all started because he really hates Halloween decorations. I can't explain it, Chad. I don't know what compels somebody to go completely schizoid crazy like that because somebody put up some Halloween decorations. But it's funny to me, Paul, that you went on tirades about my relationship with my wife and my living situation, and then your whole life implodes because you look like you're cheating on your wife, talking to people on Discord because you want to give them hand jobs with your mouth, wink, wink. Real slick line, by the way. In fact, I should look to see if I can find the audio of that because who says that? Hand job with your mouth, you mean a blow job? Why would you phrase it like that? It's so fucking weird. Oh, the internet is a magical place. It's a magical place. Also, the quote unquote cancer thing. I did a stream where I showed all the medical stuff. I'd be really committed to the lie at this point, Paul. But then again, I mean, maybe you're basing this also on personal experience because you've been lying about being straight and using a wife as a beard to hide your gay activity. It's pretty clear to me that you like dick. And maybe you should just live your best life. I don't know why you're so afraid to admit it. You like dick, bro. You like dick. You like dick from dudes and you like dick from trannies. That's fine. But just admit it. Do your wife a solid and tell her the truth. Poor girl. Dealing with that. Dealing with her schizo cowboy husband. Looking for dick at 3 in the morning. Sneaking out of the house. Trying to suck cock from his coworkers. Just be honest. Live your best life. Chet, you encourage him to live his best life, don't you? Oh, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I think we need a little bit like a palate cleanser. A palate cleanser after hearing about all. Well, you know what? Actually, before we do a palate cleanser, I probably should find outlines caught cheating on his wife. Okay, so I think this is the audio. Oh my God, and there are a lot of clips. Yep. Also, there's a lot of clips. Oh my God, there's so much. I don't know, chat. Let's see where we want to take this. You know what? I actually will do. Hold on, shit. I left the poll up too long, and I didn't pay attention. I'm terrible. So let me ask a new poll. Should we listen to some of the audio? To the naughty audio. There we go. There's about 13 minutes of it from 2 different sessions. Just to get an idea of what he's talking about when he's troon hunting at 3 in the morning on the side of the road while his wife is asleep and he snuck out of the house. So I'll put that poll up. We'll give it a couple minutes. I'll let you decide. Chat. Well, you know what? While you're deciding, I'm going to put on some appropriately themed music. I'm just going to replay it because I actually really dig this. By the way, the Come Zone song is somebody, the YouTube channel's AI Garbage is the one that came up with that. I'm going to let it play out. We'll see what the poll results are. If you want to listen to the audio, we'll listen to the audio. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next thing. Okay. All right. Let's look at the result of the poll. Oh my God. Ooh, it's stunning. you all apparently everybody is very interested in hearing poll beg for dick. What a shock. 89% of the 5,000 people that voted all want to hear the audio. So let's give her a listen. All right, we've got a couple of different sources. I'm not sure which is going to be the best, so I'm just going to play them. Let me turn there we go. Turn that down. All right, this is from the Gunt News Network, breaking GNN, who has the audio files up. Hopefully these work. Make sure the desktop audio's on. If it doesn't work, I'm going to look like an asshole.
It's not your fault. I just said, I don't know. I always try to preach this philosophy. I did it to Elaine recently because she was the same way. I was like, Elaine, you have to assume. You have to talk to people. You can't just assume when everything somebody writes about someone is true. That's like believing the news and the government to a T. Like they lie all the time.
Again, I love the amount of projection this dude. It just should, the dictionary definition of projection should just be a picture of him. You shouldn't believe what you read. It's just a bunch of lies and bullshit. Literally everything he posted about me, lies and bullshit.
All the time for their own retarded reasons. You have to talk to people. This is why I don't read. I said I fucking hate Kiwi. I haven't logged in my Kiwi Farms account in over 2 years.
Which one haven't you logged into, bro? Which particular Kiwi Farms account haven't you logged into? Was it the Brian Dunn one? Was it the Brian Dunn as Brian Dunn? Brian Dunn number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Was it the 42 other ones? Which one haven't you logged into in 2 years?
The best thing I've never done. I haven't never had an Onion Farms account. I don't go to these gay fucking websites because they're fucking useless. Back in the day, I logged in to argue with these fucking guys, which was retarded because I didn't understand that they didn't care about the truth. They just wanted to fuck with me, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, so I would sit there and embarrass myself by going, no, you're wrong. This is why. And then I would, and then when I finally realized it, I was petty. I'd make sock accounts and fuck with the owner. You're a faggot. Get banned. Come back. You're still a fag. What are you going to do? Ban me? Get banned. Come back.
Yeah.
Stupid shit. To the point where the owner was so sick of me, he tried to ban me from his site permanently with illegal people, like legalities. And that didn't work either.
They kept telling, God, he's like that kid that nobody wanted to play with. It's kind of sad, really. I mean, think about what he's just said. He went to, it doesn't even matter what the forum is or the image board. It really doesn't. He went to this community, and the community hated him. They just fucking hated him. And so he got banned. And so his response to that is he makes a sock account to try to pretend to be somebody else because he's angry. And they figure out it's him and they ban it. And he does it again and they ban him. And it happens over and over and over and over and over again because they don't want to play with him. They won't let him up in the treehouse. Get away from me, fatty. We don't want to be your friend. Finally, it gets so bad that Josh had to resort to what would be the adult equivalent to a kid telling the other kid's parent. He's like, I'm going to use legal action. You are so annoying, and nobody likes you, and you can't take a hint. I'm going to have to use the law to make you go away. Like, imagine psychologically what that does to somebody. Imagine what that did to his head. To know that he's hated so much that they would try to get a legal injunction, like a binding UN resolution to keep him off the fucking forums because he just can't take a hint. That's probably why he's hanging out in Discords trying to suck troon meat.
So, but you can't read what fucking crazy people write about you on the internet. Some might be true, sure, but you know, if you don't talk to the person to understand why someone would write that, then how the fuck is it true?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, and then if you try to ask these people that say this crazy shit, you're like.
Also, I love that. I don't know who they're talking to. I think this is Olive Oil or it's one of the e-girls or e-boys or e-trannies. Who fucking knows? But you can hear in their voice that they are so disinterested in everything he has to say. Have you ever been in a conversation like that, chat? You ever found yourself in an awkward situation where it dawns on you all of a sudden, like, usually you pick up on those subtle social cues and you kind of hurry it up and you fuck off, right? You read that language, that tone in their voice when they start doing things like, that mumbled response is basically them saying, I'm too polite to tell you that you're boring me. Could you stop? But he doesn't pick up on any of it. He just keeps going.
Well, how did you come to this conclusion? 9 times out of 10, they get super angry and defensive at you for even suggesting they're wrong. It doesn't even make any sense. Or not even wrong, just curious as to where they even got this information from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to justify. It's a very fucking retarded mind.
It's so devastating. Holy shit. He's just going on and on and on, and they're like, yeah, wow. That's so interesting. Wow, I'm riveted. Fucking riveted over here. Please keep talking. Please just don't stop. I'm riveted.
Yeah.
I don't get it myself.
Yeah, it's strange. It just seems like a bunch of losers who spend too much time online, but...
Correct.
I mean...
it is.
Oh, I like this too. You can almost tell that they were so bored from what they were listening to, they don't really even remember what the subject was about. So they gave a very vague, kind of like non-specific answer, but he's so thirsty for attention, he's like, oh my God, they're listening to me. Let me continue this conversation for 3 hours.
Well, we all do, but
Yeah.
it is important.
I say that as a loser who spends too much time online.
Yeah, I do. Just, meet somebody who'll jerk you off. Or whatever, with their mouth or whatever the fuck.
Oh, there's that. That's the line. He, by the way, swears to God he never said this, so I'm going to play it again so you can clearly hear him say this.
Yeah, I do.
Here we go.
Just, meet somebody who'll jerk you off. Or whatever, with their mouth or whatever the fuck.
Meet somebody that'll jerk you off with their mouth. Little Troontastic. I know I'm boring you over here, but maybe that could be me. Maybe my mustache could tickle your taint. Maybe I could let you bounce your balls off my face. Call me Eggman. Slap me with those testicles. Give you a hand job with my mouth. That's what we call it down south.
People are very strange. Like,
A lot of people in the chat are like alcoholics and drug addicts too. And
Let me see if I can boost the volume. I'm sorry if it's coming in a little bit light.
yeah.
It's the best I can do, chat. It's the quality of the capture.
This has just been like, people get really mad about me being a tranny, so I just sort of let them.
Okay, that was 3 minutes of the first video. But what I want you to understand is These are conversations that King of Pole is having at 3 in the morning on the side of the road while his wife is asleep because he snuck out of the house so he could have them. And he's talking about things like, how to find a relationship. Why is he trying to help a tranny find a way to get a blowjob? That's what this conversation is. Find somebody that can jerk you off with their mouth. And he's doing this just in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Oh, is this the one where he talks about how the sector is gay?
Like Mormon Shaggy will just get like obsessed with it. And
you know what? But that's because he's gay.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of the people in the sector don't like okay. A lot of people in the sector don't like trannies or gay people because either they're gay, in the closet, kind of gay, or
how much projection can this dude practice? He's giving a speech. This is 3 in the morning in his truck on the side of the road away from his wife talking about blowjobs with trannies. And then he has the temerity to go on about how everybody's gay. Not him, though. He's totally hetero, guys. But how everybody else is super gay. Oh, they hate trannies because they're all gay. Not me, though. I'm straight as an arrow. And I love sucking troon dick. Oh, shit, did I say that? No. I didn't mean to say that. Now, we've got a second video. I think this is more from either this call or another one. But here are some of the things that he brings up. His wife calls and interrupts him. He apparently talks about the outline stream. That's the stream that I did. Made him want to kill himself. He talks about how everybody's gay except for him. And then brags about killing turkeys. It's a typical conversation at 3 in the morning you usually have on the side of the road. Hey, let me help you find somebody on Tinder so you can get your dick sucked. By the way, I love to slaughter turkeys. I'm the turkey annihilator.
Make the most sense out of it.
Yeah, but that's not so. Feelings over facts, right? You hear that all the time. And I'm not trying to down you. I'm not bullying you here. Okay, I'm being honest, right?
I just want to help you.
You were made a certain way. You were born a certain way. You got the one draw of the stick. It could have been a 50-50. Okay, and you hold on. Let me call you right back.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, random tranny on Discord. It's my fucking wife is calling me. Do you believe that shit? Oh, so sorry that happened. I just want to talk about how you were born that way. I felt like he was about to break into a Lady Gaga song.
My wife's calling me.
Yep.
Oh my God, this woman won't stop calling me. It's like we're married or something. Doesn't she understand? I disappeared at 3 in the morning to talk about killing turkeys and sucking troon dick? A riveting conversation. It's about as exciting as when he actually talks.
People suck. You go drive, not on the internet, okay? You go drive down the road, people cut you off, people run red lights. You go in the grocery fucking store and people cut in front of you. They don't fucking listen. People fucking suck.
Yeah. Well,
they just.
I don't know.
Because
we're
kind of self.
I don't know.
What's that?
Oh, well, it's just you were saying driving. I don't know how.
Oh, dude. This is fucking painful to listen to. Not only because it's boring. It is. Listening to this man talk is boring. I'm sorry, Chad. But I wanted you to get a flavor of it, at least. A few choice quotes. But it's painful to listen to because even the person that he's talking to doesn't want to talk to him. And he can't pick up on that. It's kind of remarkable. It's like secondhand embarrassment, where you're kind of a little cringing about it. Because you're like, how is he not aware? How is he not aware they don't want to talk to him?
Easy. It's never going to be easy. Look, 5 years ago, I had one of the most embarrassing events happen in my life while everything else was pressing down on me. And I wanted to kill myself. I mean, that's just reality, right?
Score one for the good guys. Remember, Paul, according to you, I hunt mentally ill people down and force them to annihilate themselves. Oh, I came so close on that one, huh? Oh, Oh, Jim got on his train and he almost got you, huh? You were at the railroad crossing real close there, buddy, weren't you? 5 years ago, this guy played an audio of me begging a married man to let me suck his cock, and it fucking ruined me.
And then I just said,
What?
this ain't it. This ain't it. Figured it out and just kept going forward. I mean, that's what you could do.
I'm glad.
How's it going, brother?
I'm glad that you didn't.
That's the most half-hearted shit I've ever. I'm really glad you did. I'm super thrilled you didn't kill yourself. Listen to me over here, man. Oh, I'm doing cartwheels and shit. I'm so happy that you're alive. Whoa! You know, sometimes I think about it, what my life would be like if I weren't stuck here talking to you at 3 in the morning, and, whew, you know, I'm so thanking my lucky stars that you're alive.
Do that.
What's that?
I'm glad you didn't do that. 'Cause that's. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Trying to see what I want to eat for breakfast. But
Yeah, I almost killed myself. Is that a burrito? Oh, I love breakfast burritos. Yes, it was the darkest point of my life. You know, I was just reading a lot of emo shit and thinking about just gargling razor blades. Oh my God, are those pancakes? I love pancakes.
yeah, I mean, just take your time, you know.
Okay. I want to.
Hi, morning. Let me get a Danish strudel and a single bit.
He's actually ordering
I do.
stew, lettuce, tomato, onions.
on your Danish strudel, you disgusting fuck. Yes, hi, I'd like a pastry, and on my pastry, could you please put tomatoes and lettuce? Yes, I am a psychopath, and no, I'm not wearing any pants.
Mayo and ketchup, please. Oh,
I do.
no cheese. Sorry, give me 1 second. Let me finish ordering, and I'll be free. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. Mayonnaise, ketchup.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to have to repeat this order back to you because my coworkers think I'm making this up. Did you just order powdered donuts with mayo on them? You did. And have you taken your medication this morning, sir? Do you need me to call somebody for you? Do you need 988? Are you familiar with that number, sir? You might need it because I don't think many sane people get mayonnaise on their Danish fucking strudels.
Lettuce, tomato, onions. Yes, ma'am. Give me springs. Yeah, I'm not trying to ignore you. Sorry, I'm starting my work day, so getting gas and usually they got a little, you know what I mean?
I like to imagine that this conversation is taking place at like a gas station. Like he's so psychotic he pulled up to a gas pump, which won't let you order food. But he's talking to the lady at the register, and he's like, I want a Danish strudel with cheese, mayonnaise, pickles, and lettuce on it. And she's like looking under the counter like, do we have a fucking gun here somewhere? Where's the panic button? Tyrone, are you in the back? You will never guess what this white boy just said to me. You will not guess what this crazy fucking white guy just... No, lock the door. This is one of those ones. He's going to kill us.
No, I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Yeah, I kind of like these spaces, but like I don't like I want to remove myself from the more toxic people, but like
Okay, I can't. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, I don't know. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel bad for the Troon. I feel like they've been held hostage for 3 hours. I want to hear him talk about turkey slaughter. Can I find that at least? The turkey killer? Let me see if I can find this. Okay, I think I
They're
found
moving.
it. Okay, sorry. I
When they
found the
move, it
turkey killer.
attacks, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, this is what I want. And you know, there's something instinctual about slow stalking something, and then from 50 yards, 40 yards, 30 yards, as they're moving and nailing it with a bow, and then gutting it, cleaning yourself, and then eating it. It's just it's something about it that makes it appreciative for what you got. when you do it that way, and you know where you got it from.
Now, you might be wondering, why is this guy talking about slaughtering turkeys at a gas station with his mayo-encrusted Danish strudel at 3 in the morning? Because I had turkeys show up in my yard. This, again, goes back to Halloween. I had some turkeys show up in my yard, and I posted a picture of it. And for whatever reason, that set off his... So, like, now he's in a competition. It's very weird. I have turkeys walk through my yard. I talk about it briefly for one post. And now at 3 in the morning, he's trying to hit on a tranny, talking about how he's the ultimate gobbler. he's the turkey hunter. The turkey whisperer. He's out there, zitting them on the net, poking them in the neck and shit. That's how he captures them with his bare hands, because he's that much of a psychopath. He has to strangle the turkeys. He can't kill them with a gun or something, or use a bow or a knife or anything. None of that shit. He wants to feel the life leave them. Also, I don't know if he should be on the internet saying shit like, oh, I'm really good at slow stalking stuff and, hunting stuff, tracking it down, really. When you've got quotes like this and pictures like this out there, I want to combine the I'm going to stalk and kill turkeys with this shit and just make like an informative video. So if you're at a gas station at 3 in the morning and this dude rolls up, you're in deep shit. Oh boy, Chad. Okay, well, we had a little bit of fun there. Chat. Going over a little bit of King of Pole. So it's been an interesting 4 or 5 months. It seems like a lot of the people that are clearly psychotic out there saying crazy shit appears that they're not having a good run of luck. Horse seizures, having to suck dick to pay rent, and having a complete, utter fucking meltdown for no reason. Now, I said I wanted to do a little palate cleanser, so I'm going to show you some puppies. I have some puppies. I've got 2 puppies. I'm going to show you puppies. How cute and innocent are these puppies? Look at them. How adorable is that? Look at these little bastards. Little one on the left is named Peaches. Little one on the right is named Mario. Adorable, cute, innocent puppies. They're not out there at 3 in the morning calling up Troons on Discord. They're just being cute. They're not out there trying to move to San Francisco and sucking a bag of dicks. They're not out there getting cucked or shot at by a polycule thruple. They're just doing puppy shit. Nice little palate cleanser. See, I like to bookend these streams. Start them off with a man getting his ass fucked with a Crisco fist, and end it with cute, adorable puppies. Now, sadly, King of Pole was telling the truth, and we've eaten them. My wife's voracious appetite, please don't tell the vet hospitals that she's cooked them up, is a delicacy, and they're no longer with us. But they were cute while they lasted. They were adorable while they lasted, but it's over now. It's over now. Sad. Oh, well, 2023's been a doozy, personally for me, health-wise, obviously. But just in the internet in general, a lot of crazy shit, especially in the last couple of months. All the stuff with Destiny, all the stuff with Hunter Avalon. I hear there's some weird stuff potentially going on with Styx. I don't know, something about coming back to America for some reason. Some kind of fight with the Norwegian mafia. I don't fucking know. Was he in Norway? I don't even, some fucking country over there. I have no idea. Maybe all the spoon clanging. They wanted his collection of spoons so they could move heroin or something. But he was like anti-drug. He said, no, can't have my fucking spoons. I'm going back to America and build up my power base. Then I'm taking you down, Norwegian mafia. But yeah, lots of crazy shit. Boogie's out there doing dumb boogie shit with this podcast. I haven't really paid attention to the Low Call Live thing. From what I've heard, people seem to like Wings quite a bit, actually. And they hate Boogie. So, more power to Wings, I guess. I mean, he did rock 'em sock 'em in that fucking boxing match. If I remember right, like Wings landed, 100 punches and got hit once in return? And that's about the speed that podcast is going. People seem to like Wings and not a huge fan of Boogie. So he's out there doing all these other shows to try to PR it into a better light and just not working out very well. Not working out very well at all. Ended up making the documentary. God, and he lied in the documentary a lot too, by the way. I mean, I caught quite a few of them, but they made it seem like he went into the woods to do like this therapy thing with mushrooms, and it was the first time he ever did it. He was going to do psychedelics. It was going to help him. And then you find out, no, that wasn't the first time he ever did it. He's done it a bunch of times before. So what was the fucking point? I mean, I thought it was a funny ending. Don't get me wrong. But I just feel like, why constantly put out so much bullshit? What's the point? I don't know. The internet is a strange place. But at least you can say you were able to end 2023 by watching a man fist another man's ass with Crisco. I'm just very fucking happy that I was able to get that to you. It took some work. I've been hunting that down for quite some time, but we found it. We found it, Chad. Oh my God. Yes, I'm sure there are a ton of shit I haven't covered, but my goofballs have started to run low. They have a kind of a definite amount, a defined amount of making things tolerable. Then they wear off, and now I'm gonna go lay in a coma for a fucking week. But I don't care. I sold my hats. I came back to sell my fucking hats. Metokur.myshopify.com. Again, that's Metokur.myshopify.com. I was thinking, what outro would I play for this? I mean, I played Cum Zone multiple times. By the way, a banger. It's a banger. But we can't play too much. Don't want to lean on it too much. Now, can I find... Ooh. Chat, do you want to hear Francis E. Declan Esquire III drop the bass? I think we were going to play this once, and we never actually did. Of course, that's because, of monetization considerations. But there's nobody monetized over here no more. Because Susan told me, no, I'm a bad boy. That's why I can play shit like this without giving a fuck.
Hitler was right. Get out of the truck and say it to their faces.
So considering that, I'm seeing people say yes, Jim, please, yes. We want to hear Francis E. Declan drop the fucking bass. We want to hear that. All right, let me just set this up then.